Welcome to my channel. Limitless being, we're here, you're limitless, unless you think otherwise. I'm going to start with a collective message. Thank you for being here. I hope everyone is well. Okay. Strong relationship energy keeps coming out. See if I can get another astral house. Welcome. Welcome. So far we have marriage. A lot of relationship vibes are coming out. Hello, God's Earth Angel. Angel dipped chocolate. Dipped in chocolate. Happiness. Okay. So not only did we get relationship again, marriage. It could be partnerships or contracts for some. But there's happiness here with it. Beautiful. Spirit, can we get one more? Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. That's it? Okay, I'm going to go into the dice and see what we get. We'll do one more. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages. All right, so we have Taurus. Okay. Second house energy or Taurus earth sign. We have Aries. Actually, that is not Taurus. Hold on, y'all. I haven't used these dice in so long. This might be... Is it Pluto? I'm going to double check. And then we have 1. The first house is Self, which is Aries. If you can see the 1 on there. Okay. Let me double check. Here I'm going. This deck. That's either Pluto or Taurus. Mercury. I was wrong. Mercury. House of communication. Okay, so that typically rules the 3rd house, which is ruled by Gemini. So Mercury, communication, action, movement. Definitely Taurus energy. Okay. Which is 2nd house, your belongings, your possessions, your divine inheritance, things you've acquired. And then number 1, which is the 1st house, the Self. Okay, so let's see if we can get some messages, some clarity around this. Communication, the self aspect, self-actualization, and 2nd house, your belongings, your inheritances, divine or which you have acquired. Okay. Let me get a few more messages. Oops, to clarify happiness and marriage, the astral houses that came out. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. Hello. That's too many. We're going to do this again. We'll be here all night, y'all. Something hit the floor. Hold on. The Sun, more happiness. Beautiful. Happiness and well-being. Okay, so that is the overall energy, clarifying this happiness. Double happiness in marriage, relationships, or partnerships. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. Bird flying, news is on the way regarding something. Okay, and weeping willow, family sorrow. Okay, it could be some news on the way regarding a loss in the family, my condolences, or someone not doing well. We'll stop there and go to the bottom of the deck. We have staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So know that, collective. And then we have, I'm not even going into this. I'm trying to put the deck out of the way, and I see this vase, secret admirer. So we'll do this last. We had that come out in the last few readings. Somebody poking their energy into the collective's energy. Oops, I messed the dice up. Hold on, y'all. Communication. Okay. That Mercury energy there. Okay. So let's start with the dice with Mercury. This could be communication of news on the way, a family sorrow, news about happiness, happiness and well-being, and or marriage. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get a vibe around communication? What type of communication is this for the collective? Thank you. Clear messages. Harmony, peace, balance, and happiness. That's the third time we got happiness out here. Okay, so that is a confirmation. Beautiful energy. Okay, so communication about some type of happiness, well-being, harmony, peace, and balance coming in for the collective. Beautiful. Okay, can we get a vibe around news on the way? Okay, from an ex, someone from a relationship that has ended, dead relationships, or someone stuck in old patterns of behavior, old ways. Okay, wants to communicate. And then Weeping Willow, family sorrows. Oh, okay. Family sorrow over a legal matter, something in court, some type of paperwork, lawyers. Okay. Family could be in sorrow behind that. Something coming to light that has been coming out for a very long time. There have been different family members showing themselves in a reading, trying to stop something legal, some type of paperwork getting to the collective. It's causing a family sorrow with the Weeping Willow. And in the meantime, you're being guided to slow down. Okay, take some you time. Get out in nature. Smelling the roses. That came out with the Weeping Willow. Family sorrow and legal issues. Okay. Spirit, can we get a message around marriage, separate from this happiness? Okay. So, collective, you could be in a marriage or a contract with someone who is thrill-seeking, making continuous bad choices, decisions, continuous cycles. They're not learning from a lesson. I'm just seeing the infinity sign. They keep repeating patterns of behavior and dealing with addictions in this marriage. Okay. Or, commitment, contract. And then can we get one around the vase, the secret admirer that was poking out as I was trying to put the deck out of the way. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So there's a secret admirer who is either established, secure, wealthy, and settled. That's the energy I'm picking up. Someone in your energy collective that is in a very stable, abundant position. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, there's some type of realization, an epiphany. Okay. The collective's been doing self-reflection, or they're being guided to tap in to get information, clarity on unanswered questions, and or untapped talents. So you have talent, skills, abilities that you could be tapping into, guided to use, and know that the word talent comes from the word talentum in Latin, and it means a sum of money. So your talents are supposed to support you and bring you abundance. At the bottom of the deck is usually what we don't see, and Spirit is guiding you to tap into untapped talents. Do self-reflection. Okay, and there are answers to questions. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot. 333 in Hawaii. Aloha. Aloha. Who's that? Forrest Davis. Welcome. Okay. Look at that. Emotional fulfillment, abundance, stability. She's jumping out of her treasure chest. And we have happiness 3 times and well-being. Okay. Beautiful. Something we don't see at the bottom of the deck. So let's start with the sun. All this happiness is harmony, balance, peace. Clear messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit card, doing some self-reflection. And let's tie this into the astral house of Taurus's house, second house. You could be a Taurus, you could have Taurus highly aspected. So there in the past seemed to be a lot of confusion around someone in Knight of Cups energy that either took some type of action towards a collective. There was communication. It was a very passionate, inspiring start. Here with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. I swear this commercial stuff don't start until I go live. Okay. It could have been someone that had many options. They had choices, okay? And they chose to come towards a collective in this romantic energy, okay? Kind of from a little immature place, or just with that childlike, inquisitive, passionate action. That's how I'll read it. Thank you, Spirit. We'll go back and clarify. Current energy, we have the Magician, 8 of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. Collective, you could be trying to manifest an opportunity, okay? It is here for you. We had happiness come out 3 times with the Magician. This is the highest form of consciousness that you can reach, the Magician or the Shaman, with focused creativity to bring in what it is that you want. Wanting to get out of some type of mental entrapment. In order to do that, you have to do that self-reflection. Okay, release the things that we cannot control. Know that worrying won't change the outcome, especially to the point of stagnation. Okay. There is an opportunity, a new start, abundance, career, relocating. Different things for the collective. Whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, the Page of Pentacles is saying that is here. Current energy. Future position, we have a Queen of Wands, a Page of Cups, and a 7 of Swords. Okay. Someone wants to come in and offer an emotional sentiment, or they're being guided to. And what I always pick up from this particular Page of Cups, there's a pig flying. So someone could be so cocky, stubborn, that they are in the energy of, I'll bring in an apology when pigs fly, behind something deceptive and manipulative with the 7 of Swords. Something they thought they got away with. Okay, in the shadows here. He's sneaking away under the Moon card. This is against a Queen of Wands energy. Somebody very attractive, okay? A self-starter, a leader, very passionate, creative, very intuitive, okay? Especially next to this Magician card. They could have treated you as an option in the past, okay? The way they came in, reading this sideways in the past with this Knight of Cups, very charming, alluring, has them in their head. They want to offer an apology, or they know they're being guided to. And like I said, some in the collective, this particular person is very cocky, okay? Secretly, they want this connection. I don't know if you can see those 2 hands forming a heart here. But in their mind space, even in their heart space, it's like when pigs fly, okay? They also want to take passionate action and manifest a new beginning, a new opportunity with you. but they're still in deceptive energy. When I say they want this opportunity, this type of communication. This is past energy, but reading it sideways, they still want to communicate. Okay. This could be someone who is established, wealthy, and secure and settled. Okay. You also could have a secret admirer watching you in this energy. Can I clarify the established with the secret admirer? Thank you, Spirit. And then we'll get back to this happiness. Clear messages for the collective. I'm going to read this both ways. This person is at a crossroads. They're making a decision. Should they come toward you and leave behind this thrill-seeking behavior, continuous bad cycles? You are in the energy collective. Some of you are moving. You could be traveling. Some could be doing the van life. I've thought about it. Okay. Simplifying your life. Thinking about minimalistic living, or just wanting to relocate to travel. Some could be working remotely. Okay. And waiting to get to a place where they're established, secure enough to do this for some. Anything else on the secret admirer, and then I'm going to get off of this. Thank you, Spirit. One or two more. Thank you. Justice, if you do decide to move forward, there'll be balance, restoration in your life. Those that it applies to, those that have been researching it, thinking about it, wanting to up and move, it will bring balance. One more. Thank you, Spirit. That's too many. Thank you, Spirit. One more, clarifying this energy with the secret admirer. Some could have received flowers with the vase. Some could be receiving flowers. We have Mother's Day coming up. Okay. Okay. So there is a King of Cups that wants to move forward successfully towards you, but they are trying to face their shadow. This is someone you could have had a family with. Okay. This is to move forward successfully here. They're facing a fear. They don't know how you will receive them with the moon. Okay. They're showing up as emotionally balanced, stable, and secure. Okay. That's how they're presenting. Making this decision to move towards you will bring them ultimate happiness and fulfillment. The other way I'm going to read this for the collective that it applies for, you moving forward, picking up, reestablishing yourself, going on some type of adventure, leaving things behind will bring justice, emotional fulfillment, and happiness. You're showing up emotionally balanced, but you have fears around this. What's at the bottom of the deck? Natural born leader, very courageous, fearless. Follow your passion, follow your intuition, and make sure you've done the work to put you in this established energy before moving forward. Okay. Let's come back to the happiness. I saw an opportunity happening. You're trying to manifest this. You could be in your head trying to balance things out with temperance, bringing balance, taming your ego. You know, the ego will tell us we're not ready. What if something goes wrong? Oh, this opportunity is not coming in. This is taming that. Your ego over your passion. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the Eight of Swords. What is this anxiety to the point of stagnation, overthinking? Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So you could have gone through things in the past, feeling left out in the cold. You got the keys right here to turn around and unlock that door of abundance, to come out of the cold. It could have been a lot of deceptive people that worked against you, that put projections, their limiting beliefs onto you, okay? That has you in this Eight of Swords, trapped in fear. The last card that came out is a new opportunity. Let's clarify this. This is all clarifying happiness, the Sun card, well-being, harmony, peace, and balance. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Coming out of a Two of Swords. Good. Two of Swords in reverse. This is releasing any stalemate energy. Failing to make a decision is making a decision. So actually coming out of that, if you don't know something, research it. Swords talks all about that communication, that Mercury energy that came out. Finding out things, researching. If it's a new opportunity for employment, go ahead and put the application in, update your resume, do a cover letter. If it's a business proposal or plan, write it out, put the work in. Whatever it is you're seeking. Some may need a car, an apartment, a home, need to sell a home. However it applies, do the work. Worried about an Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you're worried about the wrong things. Worrying is not going to change the outcome, because look at this outcome. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Very abundant. Stuck in your head, releasing the worry or fear of missing or losing opportunities, things slipping through your hands. Spirit said, not today. There's an opportunity coming here for you. You have to keep your vibration in this harmony, this peace, this balance. If you can see it in your mind's eye and you do the work, the universe has no choice but to meet you, okay? If you stay in your head and you worry about all the things that could go wrong because of this past betrayal, being left out, people's projections, then that's what you get. It's whatever you say it is. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else on this before we move on? Six of Cups in reverse. So this fell out on the future position of someone wanting to, they see you as happiness. They want a connection with you, but some are so arrogant. Like I said, it's when pigs fly, they'll come in with this apology behind something manipulative. You don't have such good memories. Six of Cups in reverse with whoever this is. Whoever was in this thrill-seeking, addictions, continuous cycles, bad choices. Okay? No good memories. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Thank you, Spirit. There's an emotional renewal, too. This is all under marriage. So there's an emotional renewal for you if you continue to move forward. Don't entertain someone that has shown you who they are. Don't go back for another lesson, a cycle, and miss out on this abundance, this happiness, this harmony. What is this Ace of Cups? Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's a yes. That's a breakthrough. That's clarity. Victory and success. Recognition and rewarded for the efforts that you put into yourself, that you give, freely to humanity. Whatever it is that you do, you'll be supported. Okay? Six of Wands energy. Could be a Leo coming in. Clarify this Page of Cups, when pigs fly energy. Someone refusing to go in. Okay. They could want to have an outburst. Cards just flipped out everywhere. The one that came out before all the cards vomited was the Hermit in reverse. This person does not want to go within. Or they have been isolated and they want to come out of hermit mode. They want to come back into your energy. Collective, in the future position, if you have been in hermit mode, you don't have good memories, you may want to come out of this. Okay, this hermit mode, this isolation, hiding yourself. Clarify the Hermit. Seven of Pentacles, plant new seeds, knowing that the seeds we plant today won't sprout tomorrow, but may as well get started, right? For a new relationship. Okay. This person also wants to know if they go ahead and plant these seeds, come out of isolation, communicate how they feel. It's like they'll only come in with this sincere apology if they know they're not going to be rejected with this Two of Cups. Then they're not truly sincere or sorry. Collective, know that. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Thank you. Tower. some type of sudden change, upheaval. This is clarifying the Seven of Swords. Something they did deceptive. In the future position, they're going to go through a tower, a reset. The universe has to balance something out. So the energy they projected, that they put out, the treatment, the lack of communication, a tower moment is happening to reset. This could be towards an Empress energy. Okay, very loving and nurturing, very abundant energy. Thank you. Clear messages. What is the tower in this future position in relation to the Seven of Swords? Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages. Hello from England. Garnet McLeary Price, welcome. I had to look twice. My grandfather's name was Garnet Mack. So when I saw Garnet McC, I was like, wait a minute, who is this? Is this family? Soul family, welcome. Clarify this tower. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So, like I said, the universe is coming in to balance something out. The tower is being reset. You get ultimate wish fulfillment. Be open to receive. Okay, continue to put that positive work in. There is a connection. There is a renewal in love. You will be victorious, supported, successful in this committed relationship. If it's not a relationship, if you're not manifesting that, in whatever you're manifesting, there will be a renewal and success. It could be a partnership. If this is business we're speaking on, however it applies. Thank you, Spirit. So we clarified the sun, the happiness, the harmony 3 times here. We clarified this person that you had a marriage, a contract, or a commitment with, making continuous bad cycles. We clarified someone established, secure, and wealthy. This could be this new partnership and or relationship. Someone that is admiring you from a distance. Okay. Any energy around the first house, the self. Thank you, Spirit. Listen to your intuition. You carry divine high priestess energy. Okay. This is seeing beyond the veil of illusion, things that are obvious. You have the ability to tap into the unseen and get straight communication from the divine. Okay, you just have to be open to the information that you receive. You have to surrender, okay, and be divinely guided. Anything else in this first house energy of the self? Some could have I'm picking up Chiron energy in the first house. Chiron in the first house is one of the deepest wounds. First of all, Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, it talks about our asteroid belt, which used to be a planet named Chiron. It was blown to smithereens. You have to read the story on it. But Chiron healed himself ultimately, and then is able to help others heal. When you have a Chiron placement in the first house, it's one of the deepest wounds that you can have. And that is a wound to just exist as yourself, to be yourself, to not be in the energy of apologizing for just being. So some of you could have a wound in the first house, the wound in the self. And Spirit is telling you to tap into your high priestess energy. A lot of people that have that wound, they were different. They were ostracized. They weren't accepted. You were never supposed to fit in. You were always supposed to stand out. Only high priestesses carried that type of energy. I'm not saying they only have a wound in Chiron, but you're set apart. Know that, collective. Okay. The second house, or the second card that came out on the self, this first house that I got from the dice, is to emotionally walk away from things that are not fulfilling. This is the Eight of Cups. This is, you've learned your lesson. You're moving on. Okay. You're not returning to repeat negative cycles. It's like, okay, I got the message, Spirit. Let's get one more on the first house that came out with the dice. Thank you, Spirit. Take this one too. Six of Swords and the Nine of, or Three of Pentacles. Where am I getting the Six of Swords? Was it at the bottom? No. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. This is what you're walking away from. Okay. Nine of Swords is sleepless nights, anxiety, worry, stress, frustration. Anxiety is worried about the past. Worried about the past repeating itself. You don't have to worry about that if you're emotionally detached. Now, sure, the universe is going to test you. And those same energies may come around to see if you really learn that lesson. Continue to stand your ground. Listen to your intuition. But this is stress, worry, and anxiety about collaborations, partnerships. It could be third parties. Okay? Walk away from what's not serving you. And listen to your intuition. Okay? This gives you that courage, that independence, that self-assurance that is often wounded with a Chiron in the first house. Okay? Those that this does not apply to, consider the first house as self-actualization. First house is Aries. Okay? Aries rules the head, the mind, your connection to source, who you are, the I am energy. Okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's move on. We had bird flying. News is on the way from a ex, someone in an old dead relationship, or stuck in old ways, old patterns of behavior. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages around this bird flying. News on the way. Okay, this is clarifying this clingy ex or old dead relationship. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This could be tying in with the family. Okay. When it comes to someone stuck in old ways. This is matriarchal energy in reverse. So this is someone who is not self-assured and being stable and abundant. This is someone codependent. This is someone that wants reward without effort. If they're a parent, they're very neglectful. They're selfish. Miser energy. Okay. They don't take care of themselves. They're home. Clear messages. News on the way. We have a King of Wands. I'm going to take it upright. Kind of came out cockeyed. I'm going to take it upright, see what happens. It's natural born leader. Someone fearless. Okay. Wanting to balance something out. There can be communication from this also can be an ex. This King of Wands, male or female. Queen of Pentacles, male or female. Okay. Someone who is a natural born leader but failing to lead, or they're codependent. Okay. They don't take care of themselves. They're home, their children. They're in a leadership position. Wanting to balance something out, but they're showing up as imbalanced. Two of Pentacles in reverse. What is this news? What's the communication? Lovers in reverse. So someone you disconnected from. They can't balance this out. Why are they still showing up King of Wands in the upright? It can be very attractive. Very courageous, but neglectful, codependent, not meeting their financial obligations in the connection. What is it they want to communicate? Thank you, Spirit. What's the news on the way? Strength and courage. They have the endurance, the willpower for this commitment, this connection, the Hierophant. For those that this is not a relationship, this is truly family. There could be a fire sign and an earth sign in your family that you had a connection with. Lovers can be friends, can be family, can be lovers. It's in reverse. Someone you disconnected with. Something that was imbalanced. They're trying to seek the courage to come towards you. The Hierophant can speak about court. I'm mentioning court because there is family sorrow over a court matter right next to this. Can we get a couple more on the Hierophant? Thank you. They're unable to release some type of burden. Okay. They're weighed down. They can't release it. They want to get out of it. This is the news on the way. Someone clinging to your energy, collective. Someone you shut out. A lot of conflict, fighting. Okay, they may want to argue a point about something. Put you in a drama. Be mindful. You've released this, you've healed it, you took a leap of faith, you're moving forward quickly, and you're doing it from a place of love. Queen of Wands, or Queen of Cups. Okay. Whatever this is, this disconnect, family or lover, or both, or all this conflict, burden, imbalanced, neglectful, codependent, toxic, you've healed. It was a catalyst to push you into your North Node. That's the highest version of yourself. That's the hardest thing to work on in our birth chart, is to aspire to get to the North Node. It's very challenging and very difficult. Okay. But that is the highest version. You find your star. You become a healer because you healed yourself. Very comfortable saying the South Node, but to get to this North Node, you definitely set apart, okay? You took a leap of faith. They want a leap of faith for communication. They want this loving, nurturing energy from you. Forgiveness, compassionate, wanting to play on your empathy. We'll see advice for this Queen of Cups energy. You're at the last stand. Okay, you're at the end of your road. You may be tired, but this is the last push. It may be some communication that you have to deal with. Continue to stand your ground. You have divine protection with that Nine of Wands there. Anything else for this Queen of Cups energy? And you're walking away from multiple betrayals, multiple swords being put in your back from this either family and or lover. Okay, it was a long, arduous, continuous cycle. There's still chaos. They're still showing up as imbalance. Very cocky with this King of Wands energy and all these other cards, placements coming out around it. Okay, Spirit is saying have the strength and the courage to endure and persevere. Take a leap of faith, move forward to this healing star energy quickly. It'll bring quick action, quick results on your timeline. Took these swords out your back and you're walking away after many cycles. Okay. Beautiful, collective. I'm going to switch decks because I'm almost out of cards here. And we'll go into the last set of cards that came out was the Weeping Willow, Family Sorrow, Legal Matters, and Smell the Roses. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're definitely going to be in your Queen of Swords energy regarding this legal matter, this paperwork, court, lawyers. I'm going to go into the Kipper. Being guided to go there. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages. Family sorrow. What is this family sorrow in regards to for the collective energy? Thank you, Spirit. Some kind of hard work that was put in. You've been working hard. If you were left out of something. Something your family, they got themselves caught up into legally. There's going to be a lot of hard work ahead. Let's see. What is toil and labor in regards to the family matters? Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages. Very concerned. Okay. And a whole community of people could be involved. A community meaning your family. friends of the family, people with legal bindings tied to this family. Put a lot of work in. Okay. Clarify legal, court, paperwork for the collective. Thank you. Yeah, 3 cards. A marriage or a married couple, a child, and a thief. Okay. Could be a couple that stole something from a child. You could be the child. It could be a married couple in your family that kept something from a child, your child. They stole something. I'm hearing up Shit's Creek with legal paperwork and all the work that they put in. They work tirelessly and they're in sorrow. Family sorrows. Okay, so let me clarify some of this with the tarot. We'll set the bottom first. You're in high honor. You're going to be seen the way you're supposed to be seen. Okay, things are working out. This card is often represented as ancestral protection. Okay, also you just being in high honor. If anyone tried to slander that first house energy again, your character, yourself, how you're perceived, you're being perceived in high honor in this legal situation. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective regarding the weeping willow, family sorrow, strength and courage is here again. This is definitely activating your solar plexus energy. A jewel I'll drop is that Sunday rules the sun energy. That is definitely the ruler of the strength card, Leo energy. But Sunday is the day of the week of that planet. So a good way to connect with the sun's energy on Sunday, wear yellow. Okay, bright colors, as well as getting out into nature, eat foods that are yellow, squash, drink lemon water, whatever you can get your hands on yellow. Work with yellow crystals. It's not quite yellow, but Tiger's Eye Crystal is very powerful for activating the strength card. And I'm going into this because it came out twice. You're going to need a lot of strength and courage. Citrine. Citrine is another crystal that you can use to work with. Okay. I do have these raw stones. I haven't put them up on the website. But I think I have Tiger's Eye on the website if you're interested in a bracelet. This raw stone in a bracelet. Feel free to visit. Check it out. Okay. You're going to need to tame your ego, with it coming out twice here in the reading, and find the courage, sometimes humility. And it seems like the collective, especially the ones that have been waiting on some type of family legal matter to play out for a while, you have practiced humility. Okay, continue with that energy. This card is explaining inner stillness, persuasion, compassion, courage, inner strength, unconditional love, self-love, and respect. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. Somebody may want to come in and apologize. A group of people that could have celebrated too soon. They may want to come in. Family that may not have been directly linked to this may want to come in as a circle of support to say how bad something was. Oh, we see you in high honor. Okay. We see you for who you are. That was wrong. We're here to support you. Okay. It could be some. Spirit is saying practice humility with the strength card. This is coming to an end with the death card for a new cycle to start. Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. There could have been illusions about your, definitely your character, your personality. Queen of Wands is often seen as the karmic of the tarot deck. Not always, okay? She's very attractive. They could have used your natural beauty against you. They could have said you were persuasive. You used your body, your looks to get what it is you weren't. You weren't deserving. They could have created illusions around your stability. There could be someone in a very powerful position attached to the Seven of Cups. These illusions, confusion. Let me get a little more specific because they're just dropping out. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get past energy on the legal issue with the family sorrow? Clear messages for the collective. Past energy on these legal matters with family sorrow. This is family that you disconnected, you walked away from. Can I get 2 more? You were successful and victorious. Okay, you could have walked away from someone who was in narcissistic energy. 6 of Wands is also seen as a narcissist, someone very prideful. After healing and releasing some type of heartache. Okay, releasing pain, forgiveness, going through a recovery period. Processing your emotions and practicing self-love. So this is the family sorrow and legal matters. Okay, what is the present energy surrounding this? Thank you, Spirit. The World card. Okay, a cycle is closing out. You don't have to repeat this. Okay, especially emotionally walking away. That's surrendering, telling the universe, I've had enough. I learned my lesson. This is not returning home. Letting go. Beautiful. Coming into harmony, finding a sense of belonging. And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. These are 2 major arcana, 2 milestones in your life happening in the present regarding family, sorrow, and legal issues. So abundance, good luck on the right side of karma, life cycles closing out, stepping into a destiny, significant change, okay, unexpected events, a turning point. Can I get 1 more for family sorrow and legal issues? 2 of Wands and 7 of Wands. Making a choice to stand your ground, defend yourself. Like I said, there could be family coming in, wanting to offer an apology as though they were in your circle of support. They weren't aware of something. Spirit is saying to keep firm boundaries. You're at a crossroads, making a choice. Okay. Future energy for family sorrow and legal issues. We have the Devil. Someone very toxic, binding, obsessive. They do not want to let go, okay? They want to control the narrative, the outcome. This person can be very greedy and envious, very materialistic. Or these people. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is saying sharpen that sword, okay? Be in the energy of your intelligence over your emotions. And it looks like you've done that. The last emotion I see was when you walked away with the 8 of Cups. After that, you went into success, victory, finding support, praise. You accomplished things. The best revenge is success, okay? You healed your heart. You close out a cycle. You're closing it out currently. The wheel's turning in your favor. You're standing your ground, and you're making a choice to continue to stand your ground and keep firm boundaries against this devil energy. Keep your sword up, okay? It's not that you don't have compassion and emotion for this family, but you know you have to handle it from a legal or from a logical perspective, especially if it's legal. Thank you, Spirit. Don't be manipulated. This brings your success. Spiritual warfare, okay? The Chariot is a card of warfare. This is balancing out your shadow. If they attacked your character, attacked how you were perceived or seen, said that all this beauty, being handsome, they tried to use it against you, you're stepping into your power as to who you are, okay? We do create our avatars in the spiritual realm as well as choosing our families and our path, but you're born into your body. People cannot use your beauty, your creativity, your magnetism, your charm against you or try and slander that because they lack it. Okay? You're moving forward successfully. This is action, success, movement forward, having control, following your willpower, being determined. Okay? Two opposing forces working towards a common goal within yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get a final outcome? Before we do that, what's the child? Clarify the child energy for the collective. The Empress. It could be this Empress's child. You could be this child that has developed into an Empress. Can we get more? Excuse me, confirmation. You master temperance, another major arcana. Okay. In your intuition. Maintaining balance and listening to your intuition, even if it doesn't make sense to others, is how you have reached this Empress energy. Okay. You're waiting on some type of news, communication, interaction from this family, this weeping willow, family sorrows over legal matters. You're just observing. You're not participating. Anything else on the child energy for the collective? We have a Page of Swords and the Hermit, the Fool card, and the Knight of Wands. You're being observed. Okay? That you've withdrawn. You could have gone into hermit mode. This is definitely seeking the light in the darkness. Okay? And our darkest hour is when we seek the light. This light led to some type of new beginning. You taking a leap of faith, knowing you'd be fully supported by the universe. Showing up very courageous, energetic, driven. You could have a little bit of a temper. Okay? That's why Temperance and the Strength card came out twice. Not to let your ego overpower your courage. Okay? That rebellious streak. You can be very free-spirited. Okay? Impulsive sometimes, but it looks like you've mastered that when you reach this Queen of Swords energy. Any impulsive emotions. You've mastered that, collective. This is beautiful. This is all clarifying the child. At the bottom of the deck, we have divine love, balance, unity, and or romance for some of you. Okay, with the Lovers here. A deep soul connection, harmony in relationships, valued alignments. This is what's here for you. Beautiful. There was one more. Let's go into the Thief. Thief them. What did they steal that they're very concerned about? Some type of couple or someone in a marriage. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify the Thief card for the collective that has him in legal issues. Queen of Pentacles came back out this time. Definitely a matriarch energy. They could have stole something from you, collective, in your Queen of Pentacles energy. Upright, nurturing, loving, good homemaker, working parent, very luxurious, sensual lifestyle, good business sense. Okay? Clarify the Queen of Pentacles with the Thief card. Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, an Emperor, bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. You're having an emotional renewal. This is going to make you very, very happy. Whatever it is that they stole, whatever this is playing out in court. Okay? This Emperor energy, this could be a judge. Let's say it's a judge that has to make a decision. They're stuck in their head if they're working with this family. If this is a father figure, the other part of this couple, okay, they could be stuck in their head. However it applies, collective, they have to bring balance to something. Clarify the Emperor. Who is this? Clarifying this Thief card to the collective's energy. Thank you. Somebody's not experiencing happiness, collective. The sun in reverse. Feeling down, okay? They were overly optimistic about something. There's been delayed gratification, okay? Pessimism. They block some type of happiness. Very conceited energy, this emperor. Something to do with stability, a home, a reunion. You bring celebrated, not tolerated. Anything else on the emperor and the thief energy? Thank you, Spirit. Look at that. Justice will play out. Everything in divine timing. Balance, where there will be balance restored where something was imbalanced. There will be accountability. There will be consequences. Legal. Truth is revealed. Cause and effect. Universal law. Karma. Justice and fairness. Okay. So this is their concerns. Whoever this couple is, anything else, there's some type of action. Okay. Growth. Something's going to ignite your passion. There'll be new opportunities, a creative spark here with the Ace of Wands. Anything else, Spirit? So if you've been feeling a creative block, you've been down, you lost your spark, you're tired, you've gone through many cycles, Spirit is saying there's justice, there's an Ace of Cups, there's an Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Anything else? Somebody is very controlling, possessive, and insecure. This King of Wands, who showed himself again in a different deck. Could have a fire sign in your family. Okay. I gotta do this puzzle on TikTok. Okay. Somebody's holding back. Okay. They're focused on their long-term security. They're very guarded. They're saving their money that they stole. Left you out in the cold. As a result, they will be out in the cold. 5-5 energy. Much needed changes. Bottom of the deck. They are in a nightmare. Nine of Swords. Whoever this is in your family. Okay. And or who you had a family with. But it says family sorrows and legal matters. Let's get a closing message. I think we covered everything for the collective. I hope this reading resonated with someone in the collective. Let's see. Clear this up so I can see a little bit. Get you a closing message. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the follows, the gifts, all the support. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to just go right into Gaia Oracle deck. I didn't dig out all the Oracle cards, you guys. Sorry about that. Greetings. Deborah Kane, my condolences. It'll be 3 years. The Emperor is your ex who was a narcissist. Yep. Take it how it applies. Yes, condolences to Deborah. Kenneth Sands. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Clear messages for the collective. All right. Look at this sacred journey. Life cycles, family, and transformation. Right on the money. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Card number 22. I think I got this up all the way. Okay. So collective card number 22 says, life is a physical journey through time and space, yet it is also a spiritual journey that transcends both time and space. Okay? Physically, we are born of the earth, and to the earth we shall return. Yet spiritually, we are never born and we never die. We never come and we never leave. This card reminds you that we are each so much more than our physical realities. In fact, from our soul's perspective, this current life is just one page in a never ending book, which is the eternal story of life. We're all characters in a play, and we have each chosen different roles. Your family is a central part of this journey, okay? Each member plays their respective roles, some to the T, all right? Each member is your co-star and partner. Each play is designed. Each play is designed for maximum dramatic effects. Otherwise, it would all get very boring. In effect, we are all actors, and we are each required to play our role well. It is through our human drama we expand our understanding of love. The different roles we play and the roles and the people we encounter help us grow. Through drama, we come to understand just how sacred life is. Thank your soul for this journey. The affirmation for this card is, the role I play in this life is transient. I am in essence a being of light. My family members are some of my greatest teachers. All human drama helps me expand my awareness of love. My soul is not confined by time and space. Beautiful. I love you all. I thank you all for being here until I come back on. Bye.